lot of people in the world that have great hobbies, and I really appreciate having a hobby. I think it's really important. I know people who love to play golf, and they spend a lot of money on golf clubs, or people who get fishing rods and things of this nature, and they can justify the price of buying these things because it gives them a lot of pleasure. That's why I think we're so lucky to love playing a really beautiful Martin guitar, because by comparison, they're cheap, because they're investments. A lot of us are worried about investments now and quality. It's very rare to find things still made in the USA by hand. This is a company that has been run by one family in America for 180 years, that has been all about quality, tradition, and more importantly for a guitar player, tone. So here you have an opportunity, if you're a hobby player like so many of us are, to own the best, well-made acoustic guitar in the world that has uncomparable tone. But here's the thing that's kind of mind-blowing. The guitar actually holds its value. Now, there's no guarantees, of course, but historically, I can tell you, Martin guitars seem to hold their value and appreciate remarkably. I'm going to give you an example of that. Martin guitar, in its humility of 180 years of guitar building, for so many years, they never saved anything they made. They made guitars and sold them. They didn't say, well, we ought to save this for the museum. They didn't even think about having a museum. So all of a sudden, some years ago, we opened up a museum, and there was like a tooth missing in the smile. There was a D45, the first run of D45s. We didn't have one. There was only 91 made. And so Chris Martin agonized, should I get one? Should we? Finally, we put out the word, we want to get one, and the prices were astronomical. So they kept putting it off. And the more they kept putting it off, the higher the price became. What happened was Chris Martin had to pay $270,000 for his own product. Now, you can say, well, Diane, you know, my guitar is not worth $270,000. No, your Martin guitar is priceless because your Martin guitar has changed your life. There is nothing quite like playing a Martin guitar that you have had for your lifetime. When you buy a Martin guitar, and I meet people who want to, gee, but it's so expensive, and then they finally do it, you know, a week later, they hardly even remember what they paid for it because of the pleasure that they've had playing it. Martin guitars actually improve tonally. This is a well-known fact. So here's the thing. You want to talk about making an investment. Make an investment in your pleasure. Make an investment in your life. Make an investment, if you're a guitar player, in having the best guitar in the world.